Hello, not long ago. I was just a regular secretary, occasionally working as a model in advertising to make ends meet. The income was very modest. That's when I decided to change my life and start earning more. After making numerous mistakes and facing failures, I finally succeeded. I built my business on dropshipping. Selling products through dropshipping can be very profitable. Now you will learn about the various ways you can work through dropshipping, some of which require virtually no investment.
What is dropshipping and how to get started a dropshipping business, 2024 guide. At the end of this video, you will find answers to the most common questions asked by beginner dropshippers. Let's start. So, what is dropshipping? Dropshipping is a business system that allows a company to sell products without ever maintaining an inventory of the products. The customer places an order, and then the company notifies the manufacturer or distributor of the product that an order has been placed and it should be dropped into a shipment for the consumer. The manufacturer or distributor sends the product directly to the consumer on behalf of the dropshipping company. The order is simple. The consumer pays the dropshipper. The dropshipper pays the manufacturer or distributor. The manufacturer or distributor sends the product to the customer. Essentially, the dropshipper is a marketer. Because there is no inventory needed, dropshipping is a cost-effective way for new business owners to sell products without a lot of overhead. It also prevents getting stuck with inventory that can't or won't sell. Here's how to start a dropshipping business in 6 steps. 1. Choose a business concept. A business concept describes what you are selling and to whom. Because there are so many options with dropshipping, you want to start with a limited number of products that you feel will sell to a specific demographic. For example, you might develop a business concept that says you're going to sell graphic t-shirts to skateboarders. The t-shirts will have specific designs that appeal to this demographic and be of the quality and style that skateboarders wear. The concept is the foundation for the products you sell, your website's design and your marketing, so spending some time on this is crucial. Asterisk, it is good to note that because there are limited costs to implementing a dropshipping product line, you can change things up if you feel that you made a mistake or your product passion changes. 2. Source products. A business concept doesn't guarantee that you'll be able to get the products to serve your demographic. Take the time before you develop a website to research products. Look for multiple distributors that sell the same products to find the best wholesale price of the product. Some of the most popular marketplaces are AliExpress, Salehu, Worldwide Brands, Doba, Megagoods, Wholesale Central. You might also search for print-on-demand apparel, home goods or books. Print-on-demand apparel companies print a custom graphic onto various brands and styles of clothing, including t-shirts, socks and jackets. Choose a product that you get excited about, has a good margin for profit and displays nicely in the images shown on the website. Many of these suppliers also provide statistics of popular items so that you can choose things that are more likely to sell because there is already a market for them. 3. Select suppliers. Once you find the products you want to offer, it's time to choose the supplier that will be the actual company to ship the products to your customers. There are a few things to consider with the supplier you choose. Quality. Choose a supplier that offers the quality you want your company to represent. One business model is to charge more for better quality products. This is in contrast to being a discount provider of goods that might not be the best quality. How do you want to position yourself? Profitability. You should be able to make a reasonable profit on the product. Consider shipping and transaction costs in your calculation. Most dropshippers look to get 15% to 20% in profit margins. Of course, if you can generate higher profit margins, that's great. Reliability. You want to choose a supplier that sends products in a timely fashion with reasonable shipping expenses and times. Many suppliers are overseas, and you'll have to determine whether or not you want your customers waiting for products. You also need to have a supplier that keeps a product in stock, since it is frustrating for you and your customer to have an order that can't be filled. The best way to check for reliability is to order a few products from the supplier and note the process. Return policy. When possible, find a supplier that offers a return policy. Many don't, so you need to check on this before making any final decisions. You need to think about how you state your own return policies based on what the supplier offers. Most dropshippers use online marketplaces because they tend to have a better inventory of products with reliable suppliers. It is possible to get a direct source supplier if you have a specific product in mind. This requires some extra work to see who is distributing the product for the manufacturer, and often requires a minimum number of sales per month to be eligible. 4. Build an online store. You'll need to build an e-commerce store to sell your products. An e-commerce store is a site that is designed to help you display the products for sale in a pleasing way while possessing the shopping carts necessary to run the purchase transactions. Building the store can be tricky for a newbie. The reason is there are a few moving parts. To build a website, you will need A content management system, CMS, such as WordPress, Shopify, or Squarespace. B. A domain name. C. Web hosting, if using WordPress. D. Integrations with your chosen dropshippers. E. A built-in payment gateway to accept online payments. The best e-commerce websites automate the sale of the product with the order to the supplier. If this step is not automated, you'll be manually entering in orders every day, which can be cumbersome and lead to errors. People will find your business through social media. You need to have specific business pages on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms. Post regularly about new products, sales, or tips and tricks in your focus industry. On top of your social media efforts, you may want to invest in actual ads and sales. You can run Facebook ads on small budgets that target specific demographics. Think about starting an ad campaign with a $10 per day budget to drive traffic to your e-commerce store. You can also write a blog that helps consumers find you through search engine optimization, SEO, tactics. For many new e-commerce stores, doing a little bit of each of these marketing strategies is the key to getting enough eyes on their store to convert to buyers. Test products to gauge interest in them. The great thing about dropshipping is that you can test new products to see if the market has an appetite for them. This is easy to do and doesn't cost you much more than the time to update your store and announce a new product. Work with your suppliers to see what new products are coming out that might fit your demographic. Then choose one product at a time to launch. If you feel strongly about the product, establish a marketing budget for it. Run an ad campaign specific to the new product and see how it fares compared to the rest of your products online. Dropshippers should always be testing new products. This helps sell more items to existing customers who already bought and trust your brand. It's easy and cost-effective to do and should be part of your ongoing business development. Bottom line: just about anyone can open a dropshipping business by using marketplace suppliers and templated websites. It doesn't have a lot of overhead to start, and you can quickly begin to turn a side hustle into a main gig with the right line of products that appeals to a specific demographic. You can be a business owner for as little as $100 and grow from there. Frequently asked questions. How much do beginner dropshippers make? Every store is different, and earnings are contingent on the profit margin and number of sales the store generates. It is possible for a dropshipper to make up to $100,000 in the first year of business with the right marketing plan. What do I legally need to start a dropshipping business? Most states require you to get a sales tax ID number or a reseller's permit for the state. You may need to charge, collect and pay the applicable sales tax of any product you sell. Does Walmart allow dropshipping? You can register as a Walmart dropshipper and sell dropshipped products directly to Walmart customers. You cannot dropship Walmart products to customers. Is dropshipping legal? Dropshipping is a completely legal order fulfillment model used by wholesalers and manufacturers globally. However, you must take care to do business with authentic suppliers who are trustworthy and will fulfill your customers' orders expediently. Thank you for watching.